Hi, my name is Brian De La Salas, an app specialist for the S&P Global Market Intelligence Salesforce plugin. Today I'll be going over the screening or prospecting tool that users can leverage to discover both companies and contacts at those companies using a number of criteria ranging from industry trees to total revenue, number of employees, geography, and even key developments. The first example I'll be running through today is trying to find a company using just the company name. So for example, I want to find Parsons Corporation, which is a publicly traded construction company. So what I've done is I've just gone ahead and done a search for the name Parsons. And you'll see all the results are listed below from revenue ranging from largest to smallest. And this one, nearly 4 billion in revenues, looks like a publicly traded company. What I can do is I can actually just go ahead and hover over it, and I'll get this preview window that includes the company type. So I can see that this Parsons Corporation is a publicly traded one. I can see the business description as well as where it's located, the CIQ IDs for the company, the parent, and its industry. And this just helps me to understand if this is the right Parsons Corporation that I want to add to my records. Additionally, I can actually just go ahead and click on Parsons Corporation, and it's going to bring open this window that you can access both from the screening tool and eventually the accounts page that gives you a longer business description, as well as more data related to key developments. There's going to be the last year of key developments coming in there, as well as financials. You'll get the last 4 years plus last 12 months, and that typically covers just 5 years overall. People data that includes the board members who's sitting on the C-suite, and then relationships, which will show us subsidiaries, investors, direct investments, and much more. And this again just helps us to understand which company we're looking at. And now that I've gone ahead and I've gone through the financials, the key developments people, I can go ahead and say, all right, this is the right Parsons Corporation that I'm looking at. And I can go ahead here and I'll add it as an account. One thing to note, a feature of the Market Intelligence Salesforce plugin is once I've added this account, there's actually going to be this blue indicator next to the Parsons Corporation name. And if I hover over it, you'll see that this is an existing account. This is for companies as well as people, and this just helps anyone using the plugin to realize that we don't need to re-add Parsons Corporation into our Salesforce records. This account already exists. For another example, let's go ahead and try out a people search. So for the example that I've presented here, I want to find someone who works in investor relations at maybe a company that is involved in digital transformation in the US, and this is a medium-sized company. So what I've gone ahead is I've set the title as investor relations. Obviously my country in the US, I've chosen application software as my industry. You do have the option to do a multi-select, but I've chosen to just leave it as application software. And then again, I have the revenue ranging from 50 million to 500 million for my medium-sized companies. As I come in here into the results, I see that I get all the contacts that exist in our database, emails, phones where available, their location, the company that they work at, as well as their title. And again, this just helps us to understand who are the decision makers at these companies, who do I need to contact to make a business pitch to. I can go ahead, say Ryan Glenn, hover over, see that he works at Palo City Holding Corporation, and I'll just go ahead and add him as a contact. And again, what you'll note is similar to the example I just showed with Parsons Corporation, there's going to be that blue indicator next to Ryan's name that lets us know that we've actually added this contact as a record into our Salesforce instance. So if anyone's going back to maybe they had a separate conversation with Ryan outside of the initial sales rep, they'll just realize that they won't need to re-add this contact to our Salesforce records. That is all that I wanted to demo today. Thank you.